Hopefully, you got outside at some point yesterday and soaked up that sun and those warm temperatures because, well, this is a pretty dreary view from our Distillery District live camera spun around to show you downtown and, of course, the low cloud cover that's hanging in there. It is gloomy. This is a look downtown from St. Joseph Hospital, pretty much more of the same. Look at the rainfall over the past 24 hours. The Kentucky Mesonet shows anywhere, well, pretty much around an inch and over an inch in spots, 1.1 inches out in Owingsville. This was measured, cuts off at tenths of an inch, 1.3 in Simpsonsville, and a little bit lighter into our southeastern counties, which is actually good, but there's still rain falling down there. But the bulk of the moderate to heavy stuff from overnight is done. You can see on the Max Track some lighter showers still hanging in across our southeastern counties. They've dropped the flash flood watch, which is good. And this is all going to continue to shift east. What's coming in behind it to fill in the gap, though? The cold. So clouds will thin out, but look at this. Into the afternoon, we'll see a redevelopment of at least some scattered showers. So we're not completely done with the rain yet. And it will get cold enough tonight. Just briefly, a changeover to a few rain to snow showers, higher elevations of the mountain counties. And then tomorrow, with that system departing and a ridge of high pressure building in from out west, the flow around the both is basically just going to funnel a north to northwesterly wind in here, which is also going to funnel in colder air. And it's just going to get progressively colder over the next couple of days. I hope you're ready. It's already colder now. We're in the mid 40s. We have dropped. This is a 21-degree temperature change over the past 24 hours. That's how much colder it is now. We're anywhere from 20 to almost 25 degrees colder now than we were at this point yesterday. And we just don't recover. We'll make it back to probably the 50s for highs later on this afternoon. We were milder earlier this morning before the front came through. That's the forecast high for tomorrow, if that tells you anything. Our average high is around 60, and we're talking about maybe being around 40. So yeah, roughly 20 degrees below average. And then there are the overnight lows to talk about. Not just freezing, but frigid stuff for this time of the year. Temperatures getting down to around freezing, yeah, is one thing, but getting down into the low 20s, a hard freeze, that's a whole nother ball game there, and that's what we're looking at. So there's a freeze warning that's out for tomorrow morning. We'll likely see this freeze warning extended because we got a couple of more cold mornings, and it goes all the way back into parts of Missouri and southern Illinois. You probably heard about this, our little winters. This happens every spring. You warm up and then you get a cold snap, and the folklore ties it to whatever's blooming at the time. And our first one, our little winter, our first one in the spring is typically redbud winter, and that's what we've got going on early April. That cold snap, those below average temperatures, those overnight lows below freezing. The early season ones usually don't cause as much damage. It's the later ones, when you start having stuff really blooming out, is where you run into trouble. But you can see the below average temperatures building in and maxing out Friday. The good news this time of the year, you usually swing back in the other direction fairly quickly, and over the weekend and the next week you can see that warm bubble building, so we will recover nicely this weekend. But we've got about a 3-day run that's not going to be much fun. 50s today, mostly cloudy, still could be some scattered showers out there. Windy and definitely cooler than yesterday. Upper 20s tonight, that freeze warning in effect. Some flurries possible overnight and through the day tomorrow. It's going to feel more like winter than anything else tomorrow. A frigid spring morning Friday morning back in the 40s, and then this weekend we do gradually start to bounce back. 60s to eventually 70s, so we will have some much better weather ahead.